Esau, he's done everything in the dark, right? But the scriptures tell you, get Proverbs 15 real quick. The scriptures tell you that the Most High, he's looking at the good and the evil. Okay, so Esau, he's doing things in secret, but now the Most High, he's revealing it all unto us through the angels, through the Spirit. Okay, we don't necessarily see it. We see like articles like Bert and Ernie. Bert and Ernie, that was a gay couple, man. So all this is coming out. All Esau's things that he did in the past is coming out, and he had a hidden agenda against him. He had a hidden agenda. The reason why he was pushing it. The gay manifesto. Bring that out real quick.
Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
Yeah, the eyes of the Lord. What? The angels. And then the angels, they deliver things to the elect. And then you might say something, you don't even know why you're saying it. It's because the Most High, he revealed it unto you, he gave it unto you to say it, and then it'll come out not too long after. Okay? Go back to that scripture. Job? Yeah, Job.
Back in Job 20 and 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
The earth shall rise up against him. All the nations of the earth are rising up against Esau, man. That's right. Why? It's because they have drunken of that wine. Now the nations, they're angry. They're angry at the so-called white man. Why? It's because the philosophy that he has given them has destroyed them as a nation. Just as he has destroyed us. But we have been destroyed totally as a nation. This is what Esau really wants to do ultimately to all the whole world. He wants to bring them to the state of the Israelites with no culture, no language. He wants to artificially implant whatever he wants to give to you. Oh, this is your culture. Your culture is hip-hop. Your culture is this. Your culture is that. Okay?
Show you like, bro. Let's show you that in the first verse. Because what did they do? They experimented on Jake. Jake gave it first, and then all the other ones came after that. Even though that's the most recent one, that was really the first one. That's what Esau does. He does experiments on our people, pretty much like a test dummy, like a lab mice, like a lab animal, a lab rat. That's the term. And then he sees, okay, this is the effect it has. Then he brings it to a wider audience, so to speak. But it starts with the people on that side.
Yes, it starts with us because we're the stronger of the people. So if he's able to deceive us, it's very easily he's able to deceive the other nations. Okay, and he knows that we have an influence in society. We're the salt of the earth. So whatever the Israelites do, the world is going to do. That's why Esau pushes hip hop so much, a negative vibration. The whole world is on it now. Where drug culture is made looked at in a positive light, or it's made look fun. Wickedness is made look fun. Okay, Jake's dancing. Jake makes it look good. Slack Bluetooth smoking. Yeah, there. See.
Yeah. And the guy says it. That guy Liar Cohen. He said he doesn't care about the effect it has. He got people to feed, man. He got a business to run. He's a so-called Jew, and the so-called Jews, they run the music industry. Do you think that this is actual black culture or Israelite culture? Nah, it's perverted by the so-called white man. To the point where now you got Edomites that are rapping, or you got homosexual rapping. You got anything, multicolored hair. Yeah, and that music, it has a vibration. Everything that you put in you, man, that sticks. That's why you might be listening to some classical music and you have a Jake roll up and he's slapping his shit. It's like night and day. Yep. And you can tell, you can look at his countenance, man. He got all types of demons in him. Because pretty much it's just reinforcing what he's already experiencing in his life. So there ain't really no light in Jake, man. Or he going through what he got to go through on a day-to-day basis. Okay, he hustling, or he got a job, some packaging plant. He might be a delivery driver in the gig economy. Right, just smoking weed. Right, hearing bad news about his family. Then he put on some hip hop, and that's more negativity. So it was just like a cycle of negativity to the point where something happens, the dude loses, man. And that's the point that we're at right now.
Proverbs 12 and 26. It says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
The righteous, the Israelites, you black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you're actually able to do righteousness. When you do righteousness, the Most High actually he recognizes that. He honors that. Okay? Get Amos 3:1. Are the other nations, they can do all types of sacrifices, they can follow the law. The Most High ain't dealing with that. The Most High is not dealing with these other nations. He's only dealing with the nation of Israel. And then even within that, he's only dealing with the elect. Read that out.
Amos 3:1. that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Yeah, the children of Israel. So this book is all about the children of Israel, man. All right, it's all about you Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners that look like other nations. Okay, go ahead.
It says, hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Yeah, so the Most High, he only acknowledges us. He only acknowledges the Israelites. That's why you don't see Chinese out here. You don't see no Arabs out here. All right, where's all the so-called white people that believe in the Most High? Where's their camps at? Where are they going in the prophecies? Where are they claiming to be the true Israelites? They ain't doing that. Because why? It's because they're not. The Most High is only dealing with us. Go ahead.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all of your iniquities.
See, the Most High is going to punish us. That's why we feel so great as a nation. Because the Most High, he punished us for our sins. See, the other nations, they eat all type of abominable foods. They can practice witchcraft. They do get judged, but they don't get judged on the level of an Israelite gets judged. Why? Because we have been told right from wrong. The other nations, they just out there left to their own will. Okay? They don't know right from wrong, so to speak. Okay? See, Jake's waking up. See, the Israelites are waking up. Go back to Proverbs.
Like Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them.
Yeah, the way of the wicked seduces them. And Esau, he's the most deceptive. He's the most deceptive creature. He's the most deceptive people. All right, it says that the serpent was the most. How does it say? He was the most subtle. Okay, he's the most subtle. So when Esau, when he does things, he knows how to. He goes heavily into the left-hand side of things, and he knows the effects it is. He knows the effects on things that he does. That's why he plays around with the food. He manipulates the food. That's why he plays around with smells. He plays around with the senses.
Well, Esau, he knows both sides too, but he's prone to wickedness.
Yeah.
You know, that's the reason why he was able to beguile Eve. He lied to us. He knew what the fruit was going to do, but he was subtle with it, you know. The same way Esau come out, this nigga know he doing wickedness, but he gonna tell you that it's okay to do that. You don't live, you know.
He knows right from wrong also. That's why he's able to tell a lie.
Yep.
The reason why you're able to tell a lie is because you know the truth. So the so-called white man, he knows the history, he knows that we're the Israelites. He knows that this book is ours. He knows all the other nations. He knows who they are. So that's the reason why he came, he took us down. And then what did he do? He beat our nationality out of us. He told us that we're somebody else. Why? So he can deceive us as a people. So he can take claim of the birthright. So he can ultimately destroy us. And then what he do? He set up the people of the Lord. He set them up to do well, Jake is wicked already, but he gave them license to be wicked. Just like it talked about that in Maccabees, the first chapter, that he gave Jake license. You know what? Let's get that. Okay, it said that you had Jake so forward. They were so forward, being so perverse. They wanted to do wicked. They were just waiting for the chance to do wickedness, man. You're like, oh shit, Esau allowed me to do it. Well, the scriptures talk about how Esau, he framed his mischief by a law. So if you say, okay, you know what, being a homosexual is okay, Jake in his mind is like, well, you know what, it says it in the law. Out of all the laws, Jake, he doesn't want to deal with the law of the Heavenly Father. He'll deal with anybody else's law. He'll deal with anybody else's doctrine. You can go there, but it's can you look for it? Jake will follow Esau's law, but when it comes to the law of the Bible, I don't want to have anything to do with that. Why it tells you if you get John 3 real quick. It tells you in John 3 and start at 18. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Bring that out. Then we'll bring that out.
First Maccabees, chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Yeah, you always had Jakes that are like that. You always have the wicked of our people. They're just waiting for the chance for them to do wickedness. Just as during the time of Joshua, when Joshua was like, hey, are you going to follow these laws? Jake, what did Jake lie? Yeah, we going to do it. Jake only did it because the pressure was on him. That's the reason why. But as soon as they had liberty, what did Jake do? What do you think the book of Judges was all about? Jake saying that they were going to do something, and then they going to do something totally different.
Hey, before that, Jake signed the covenant with the Heavenly Father. And what they do right after that, they broke it, man. Start worshiping the golden calf. You know, we wish not where Moses went. You see him go up to the mountain, you see the chariot right there. And we don't know where Moses is at, man. He left us, been 40 days, he ain't came down, you know. They made Aaron make him a golden calf, man, started worshiping. Right in the presence of the chariot, man. You know?
And that gives you, and that's why it's so important to read these scriptures and to really understand these, and the scriptures say, with all thy getting, get understanding. And then you start to see the mind frame of Israelite, your everyday Israelite, 2/3. You see that there's no possible way that they can get it. And then you have to what? You have to reflect back into the prophecies. Isaiah 6, okay? And how the Most High, he blinded our people. Because how it is, you see the chariot, okay, a cloud by day, fire by night. You see Moses work all these wonderful miracles. See the Most High destroy Egypt. All right, totally decimate Egypt. And what did Jake do, man? They wanted to party and bullshit. They want to worship other gods. Right in the presence too, not like right where, Yahweh's right there. They'll do it right in front of them. Okay.
Yeah, right before that, they passed through the Red Sea on dry land, man. They all see that. You know.
And so this is the same wicked generation that we're encountering now. So there's no possible way that 2/3 of our people can get this right now. They're not going to get it. They got to get pushed out of the way.
Jeremiah 13, it talks about that. And you also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Because pretty much the 2/3 are programmed to do evil. Pretty much the Most High programmed them to be that way so that he could destroy it. He gave them over to Satan continuously, generation after generation. Because everybody comes back in their life. Right. So really, it's just a part of the movie. You know, and we know that according to prophecy, all Israel's going to be saved. So these rebellious Israelites now, they're going to come back to the ones of the elect, and they're going to be righteous. Right? You're not going to have Jakes that just all about scamming their own people, selling drugs, right? Being murderers, being sodomites, being adulterers. That's not going to be in the kingdom. And that's what we're close to, man. Everything that's happening, just like them Iranians, they were having a march, they got attacked. Okay, there's more tariffs going back and forth from China to the U.S. Okay, Russian jets are being shot down. So everything's picking up now. I mean, this is a horrible existence right now. The flip side is that it's about to get better, or after this place, but it has to get worse before it gets better, as I was saying. Like the brother did a video, this world is getting progressively worse, and you can see it week by week. There's more wickedness. Wickedness is proliferating. But that's just for the Most High to be justified in destroying it.
Back in 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. In those days when they're out of Israel, wicked men.
Yeah, so there's always wicked men. It tells you that in Jeremiah the 5th chapter. Go ahead.
Who persuaded many, saying, let's go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about.
So not only you have wicked Jake, but they go around persuading others to be wicked. Like these gangs. That's why they do recruitments. And who do they prey on? Do they prey on old Jake? No, they prey on the young. They prey on the young with no father in the house. Mother probably on crack. Okay, not eating. Oh, they'll give you some food. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. Or you can hang out with us. And you know Jake, man, Jake just wants to feel love. So if you have some people that are giving you that false reality like they really for you, when the whole time they want to use you. And why do they want to use you? Because it has been done to them. Okay, so that behavior hops on generation to generation. That's why the scriptures talk about you supposed to put the wickedness out of Israel. Or you have a disobedient child, you're supposed to put that child to death. You have a sodomite, you're supposed to put that sodomite to death. Why? Because that spirit's going to hop on somebody else, and they're going to persuade people to do wickedness. And that's what we have. We have a bunch of evil, persuasive Jakes. And Jake is very, very good the way that he speaks.
And then
don't want to take that.
Nah, brother, come on, man. That's all good, bro.
Nah, you don't want to take it because then you'll be indebted to somebody. They'll be forceful in doing you a favor.
They're trying to give you support.
So then they can pull that card. They can pull that card back at a later date. You owe me now, man. That's what Jake does, man. Oh, they shot about these damn homosexuals, man. That's why you gotta kill them, man. They got like a certain demon. They don't stop, man. And that's all they care about. These sodomites, they don't care about the earth being polluted or Jake getting shot down. All they care about is spreading sodomy. Like the Black Lives Matter people, that's all they care about. They got a bunch of trannies, bisexual leaders. Their whole agenda is bringing the so-called black community into more heathenism, man. That's the whole intent of that, and that's funded by the so-called Jew, George Soros. But you know, those people, they're very persuasive. Those Black Lives Matter people, they're everywhere, man. Because they got demons on them to try to persuade you to do wickedness, man. Just like brothers reading the book of Maccabees, those same spirits are back, persuading Israel to do wickedness and to really get comfortable here in America. Yeah, all right, America's messed up. This happened, but this is what we got. All right, so let's come together and let's make pretty much an agreement with Esau, a covenant with the heathen.
Exodus 23 and 32. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their God.
Yeah, you're not supposed to make a covenant. Hey, and that's what destroys Jake, because then you get with that covenant, you get what? You get a gift. It tells you that a gift destroys the heart. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, yet our people, that they're pretty much subdued by these gifts. Alright, by being able to smoke weed, alright, having these women have access to women and social media. But see, all of these different amenities that you have are getting ready to be taken away. Alright, the covenant that you made with America, that's going to be disannulled, like it tells you in the book of Isaiah. Alright, because he always breaks his agreements with Jake. You watch that movie, Sorry to Bother You. It shows you that. And that was just art imitating life. Go back into the civil rights era, go back into Reconstruction. The so-called white man never honors any deal, man.
Go in Maccabees.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The ocean.
Yeah.
The so-called white man, he plays the same card. Yep. He don't change it up. He don't deviate from the plan. Right. Or he woos you with his words, he woos you with his technology, and then he stabs you in the back. That's basically what he does. It tells you, never trust thy enemy. Hey, brother.
Rock 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy.
And then get it in Psalm 55 too. Go ahead, continue now.
For like is iron rusted, so is his wicked.
And Jay doesn't understand that you have enemies. It tells you that. It tells you that all throughout the scriptures. The scriptures, even Deuteronomy 28 chapter says the Lord, he's gonna send your enemies, okay, to come get you. Grab your ass up, and they ain't gonna have no pity on you. So Jay doesn't understand that Jay doesn't understand that they have enemies. All other nations know that they have enemies. Why do you think these other nations have militaries? Why do they have a military force? It's because there's enemies that want to come and take possession of their customs, of their products, their goods,
their heritage. But that land was given to them by their fathers, man. And Esau, when he came here, he took everything. These other nations, they know that's how the so-called white man gets down. All the way down to South America, the so-called white man owns it all. So yeah, he's gonna woo you. He's gonna say, oh, let's just make a deal. I'm not gonna take your land. He's gonna end up taking it. Oh, have a blanket. The blanket's gonna be full of smallpox. You know? Oh, have a glass of water. It's fluoride. Yeah. Oh, I'm fixing everything. I'm doing the plumbing. But then the water is going straight to the ocean and polluting everything.
Oh, well, you might even have a plumber come in and fix your pipes, and he put a motherfucking hidden camera. Esau got caught. He got caught. He was a plumber putting hidden cameras in the bathrooms, man. That ain't a sicko, man. That's how the devil gets down.
That was out here.
Was it out here?
That was out here.
There's nothing but wickedness out here, man. Go ahead.
No, he humbled himself.
So he humbled himself, and the so-called white man, and you know what? Esau, he has and the Most High bad too. Because the Most High made Esau look so pathetic and weak, okay? And like he wouldn't hardly look at the devil. He was like he wanted armor fly. The whole time this dude was a fucking diabolical goddamn mad scientist. Or he'll cut you open and front of your family, he won't even blink twice. Okay, he'll actually get off on it. Or you might, oh, I like massages, or I like riding roller coasters, or I like travel. Now this nigga, he want to do something totally different. You couldn't even concoct the things that he wants to do. Okay, and he showed you some of that in his movies. And then also, he's getting ousted for being a goddamn freak, from in a dark web, being a pedophile, being a sex trafficker, even high government officials.
Like ISUPK, right? If you went over there and talked to them, they're gonna call you a pedophile. But I bet you they didn't mention once the Catholic Church this whole time. Nothing about the Catholic. All they do is they've been, the whole thing's coming out right now. The Catholic Church and all you so-called white people, DNA. They said DNA. They're opening up all the cold cases out in Sacramento County. They're running the show right now. They're catching all you devils, man. And all you guys work for the government, all right, or you're cops. You would have thought it's just a regular Edomite. This guy, you check your DNA, you probably raped a little boy, man. You trace his DNA, it's gonna go back to the crime, man. A murder scene, okay? It's gonna go back to a rape scene. That's how you so-called devils. That's your trail you leave. You know, they say call it money trails. Now you devils are doing it to each other, man. The Most High got it in their spirit. They go check the DNA to find out that you're the one, man. You're the main guy doing all these crimes, all these cold cases they can't solve.
Oh well, all the cases are being closed now. You know, like a closed case, and they're going back into the records and they tracing the DNA. What do you see? An Edomite right there.
Hey, bro, and they found out. They rolled up on this guy while they didn't let him know. Nobody knew. He couldn't know. He's going to work. He's at UC Berkeley. All right, probably doing all kinds of sick shit on campus. All right, and then anyway, it's disgusting there, man. And then the Edomite in San Jose, they caught the cold case. As soon as they knocked on his door, that dude offed himself, man. He already knew. Oh shit, it's here. He already knew the cops are coming. County sheriff. This other guy, he thought it was good. So now they know. All right, don't show up at their house. Don't roll up with the police. Show up at their work, man. We're gonna get you like that.
And a lot of Edomites, that's why they kill themselves, because they can't handle that pressure.
He sounds a faggot.
I've been caught.
Bitch.
Go ahead, read that out.
To Rock 12 and 11. Though he humble himself.
Yeah, though the devil humble himself, go ahead.
He go
Crouching like a goddamn piece of shit that he is, go ahead.
Yet take good heed.
Take good heed of his devil, man. And we're around devils all the time. You know, some brothers closer than others, dealing with so-called Jews, and you can tell they got the devil inside of them, man. But they put on the act like they want to help you. They'll give you money. They'll let you do all type of stuff. But the whole time, we're not gonna even get into that. The whole time, he wants to kill you, man. He doesn't look at you as an equal. He looks at you as under him. The only capacity that he really wants you to be under is in a slave capacity. Okay? That's why he gets so mad when Jake gets in a high position, or when Jake has money, or when he just sees a black man smiling down the street. Okay? That really bothers Esau. Okay? You can just be with a Bluetooth speaker, you be sipping a Corona or something, you just having a good day. Esau hates you.
Choke slammed the weapon. Oh, that was a Jake actually.
Yeah. Just because he was having a good time. Because you know why? Esau, his kingdom is being ripped away from him. He's losing his power. He's losing that Edomite privilege to where he's to walk down the street and he's to see the fear in your eye. Israel like he's a fear. Oh, God, I gotta get out of his way.
Put the fear, like that saying, the fear of the Most High in you, put the fear of God in you. Esau had the fear of God in our people, man. But now our people are waking up to the fact that this is a farce. Hey, with Esau and those cold cases, that's pretty much indicative of America. Because now at the end of it, now you're being exposed. Because you thought you was good, man.
Yeah.
All right, America thought it was good. All right, we're gonna bounce back, make America great again. But simultaneously, everything on so-called Americans is coming out, man. Right when you want to make it great again, it's beautiful, really, when you think about it. Because you know that guy, he's like, man, I've been on the run for 25 years, living my best life, right? Like we were saying on the thread, living his best life, and then one day, the Lord just called his number, man.
Well, same thing with the Golden State rapist, man. Golden State killer. He thought he was good. This nigga, he hella old. He got a nice house. You know, he got his garden. His front lawn was trimmed. The people that lived there, they wouldn't even suspect him of being a serial killer, man. You know, then the NorCal rapist. He was a professor at a UC, man, at a university, prominent one, man. He got a whole bunch of people going in there and listening to his lectures. Meanwhile, he raping bitches.
Just like Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy wasn't a get the cut guy. He was active. He was active in government. Yeah, but when you go into it, and not to harp too much on the point. Yeah, this is something worth looking up. You look it up. All of those people in the House of Representatives, they got some pending case or something. They've been accused of pedophilia at some point, man.
Rape Kavanaugh, right?
Right, which is why they picked them, because they have something hanging over them that they can expose at any moment.
Yeah, that's how they keep control of it. Exactly. This is all the prophecy coming to pass, and Esau getting exposed, man.
Like the brother was saying, America was a so-called cold case, but now you got people coming out to accuse it, starting with the men of the Lord, right? The Most High set up the men of the Lord to bring out the arraigning you devils, man, telling you your charges that the Most High is going to bring on you, and behind it, throwing out the evidence is the Russians. They out there doing, and they're actually going to bring the judgment. Okay, the Russians, they're actually pushing out a lot of the crimes of America that you try to sweep underneath, man. That's why you're mad at America. All the crimes that you did to the so-called black man, you did to the Israelites, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, and that you're continuing to do. That's Puerto Rico. No one's talking about Puerto Rico, but RT's talking about it, man. How people are catching them by hell. You ain't gonna hear nothing about that. They're gonna talk about Trump and a bunch of other Edomites. Why? Because our people, all right, we're being oppressed right now. These other nations, when they destroy this place, they say, look at it. These people need to get destroyed. America needs to be destroyed. Because I was just driving down Stevenson, right? Man, bro, it was wild. I should have actually took a picture, or I recorded it, but you know, my mind was like, camp. But I was just like, what the? I was going through it, I was like, this is regular shit. Everybody was shooting heroin in the armpit, right? As an Edomite on the Edomites, man. And then just people just totally gone, man. Pissed shit everywhere. This is America, though. This is the reality of the situation. And you know what? Where's the drugs coming from? A lot of it's coming from other nations. They hate America. Okay? Yeah, China, Canada, and who's working with the cartels to bring it up? You devils. It's all the so-called Jew, right? Because ultimately the Most High set up the so-called Jew to control this place, to destroy it, right? And he's putting a spirit to think that these Edomites, they think this place is gonna go forever. It's not gonna return, man. Those people down the road, give them a little shelter to shoot up in. That ain't gonna help it, man. It's a lot. You got one?
It's Genesis 4:1.
Yeah, because we were reading how the heavens were revealing the so-called white man's wickedness. Because everybody thought that the so-called white man was his prominent factor in society. He was a great guy. He was a guy. People really thought that the so-called white man was a guy and that he was righteous. But now everybody's seeing that he's really the face of criminality. Okay, he's really the face of wickedness. All right, go ahead.
Genesis 4:1. Then Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
Just being wicked like the so-called white man, being disobedient. Go ahead. Sacrificing fruit. This dude's a goddamn devil, man. And you already know that during that time, the earth was just overpopulated with fruit trees, man. All type of trees everywhere. Okay, you can just pick, you can live off the ground.
Esau wants to do that out here.
Yeah, he's trying to grow fruit trees.
Yeah, he's trying to plant a fruit tree for the homeless.
Yeah, ain't gonna you gonna have motherfuckers stealing it and selling it. All right, go ahead. Yeah, exactly. Moab gonna be taking it. They gonna be selling. They gonna sell it. You know.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 4, and Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect, and Cain was very wroth.
Yeah, you're a demon, Esau. You're not gonna get. You haven't gotten any respect of the Most High because you're doing wickedness, man. It's gonna tell you. Go ahead. This dude here it is. This dude doing he's raping children. He's inoculating children with all type of different concoctions, chemicals to bug them out, give them autism. But then he wants salvation. What does the so-called white man need to be saved from? He's in his kingdom.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
There you go. If you do good, will you not be accepted? And what has the so-called white man done good to the planet Earth? Can anybody give me one thing that the so-called white man has done to benefit humanity? All right, he tries to call himself a philanthropist. What a philanthropist means, a lover of mankind.
Yeah, what has he done?
He hasn't done anything. Oh, really? What he has done?
Cell phone?
He has destroyed mankind. He has cell phone. Cell phone has been already proven that it gives you cancer. Yep. The radiation in your cell phone gives you cancer, man. Okay, your computer, it gives you cancer. Your Wi-Fi signal gives you cancer. Everything that you put in your body gives you cancer. The very air that you breathe is destroying your respiratory system. The very water that you breathe, the very water that you drink, it is destroying your insides, man. Okay, all types of parasites. And then if the water is clean, he wants to contaminate it because it's healing you. Like the apple cider vinegar, right? The Bragg's apple cider vinegar, that shit is totally destroyed now. I remember when that shit used to be high level. Now it's destroyed. You got parasites in it. It's diluted. Why? It's because anything that heals you, Esau, he doesn't want you to heal yourself.
Coconut oil.
Everything's done. So there's no possible way that that you can be in the society and actually and live, man. He doesn't want you to live. He wants you to die because he is as death, like the scripture said. Anything that he touched, he's like a disease. He just destroys it. Okay, go ahead.
Just a quick precept.
Go ahead, please.
It's Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness.
Yeah, let favor be shown to the wicked. Who's the wicked of the Bible, man? Okay, the so-called white man. Who else could he be? Who else would make fucking concrete? Huh? This concrete is wicked as hell, man. That's wicked as hell. You people just walking on and acting like, oh, look at the brick. No, this shit is wicked as hell. It gets no give, and it destroys your arch. That's why people have so much back problems, feet problems, leg problems. Your hip locking up. You got bad hamstrings. Nobody's flexible. Okay, that's just putting massive amount of stress on you. All right, why? Because he wants to symbolize like he's still in the clefts of the rocks. Yep. Which is another indicator that he's the Edomite. So all signs, all roads lead to Esau being the goddamn devil. Go ahead.
That's right. It says, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly.
Oh man.
And will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
He in the land of Israel doing just all type of just nasty stuff, man. All right, he's a sick creature. He has gay parades. All right, in Tel Aviv, he has kosher, unclean animals, so to speak. The very so-called rabbis, circumcising their children with their mouths, giving the baby syphilis, man. And gonorrhea. This is actually happening. But where's vocab, no class but home? Where's IUSPK? Where's all these other Israelite groups going against the wickedness of the so-called white man? Nobody's doing it. We're the only ones coming against the wickedness of the so-called white man. All right, get 2 Corinthians 10 and start at 4. All right, because we're breaking down them strongholds, man. That's been cast over the whole planet Earth. Or the so-called white man.